Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the 2018 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial here in lovely Radotín, Prague, Czech Republic. I am Steven Stamp, and I have the pleasure of being joined by Tanner Fetch, who's played a couple games today.
Yeah, I had a couple games today and enjoying the beautiful Prague weather, getting a little bit of a suntan myself, and you know, sellout crowd all day long. It's beautiful here. Special tournament. If you're not here this year, make sure you try and come out and join us here for the future years.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. The crowd is building as the day goes on. I mean, the 8-10 game, or the 8 o'clock game, didn't have a ton of traffic.
Yeah, everyone's getting a little bit of extra rest here on the first day.
Yeah, but we have a great game coming up between the Glasgow Clydesiders, wearing their purple with gold trim, going left to right. They are from Scotland for the most part, although they do have some others, and the Nova Scotia Privateers from Nova Scotia, Canada. So we have it's a very Scottish theme here, of course, Nova Scotia meaning New Scotland. And the Privateers going right to left, wearing their white jerseys this afternoon. Jamie Dunbar will be in to take the opening face-off for the Privateers. He is up against, trying to see who's in there, it looks like Tyler Pridham. Taking it, no, sorry, it was Peter George. And the Privateers come up with first possession. Matt Dunbar will have the ball. He's going to hand it off, head to the bench for an offensive attacker. The rotation play, screen. Gavin Quigley tried to come across the top, it wasn't there. They do get the passer, and there's Peter Mallow with a great save for Glasgow. He was instrumental in them reaching the final of this tournament last year. 2-on-1 break, a shot. I might have been making a pass there. Matt Tanner decides to take the rip, and that is turned aside by the Privateers goalie, Mitch Hannigan.
Both goalies getting tested early, and like you said, Glasgow did go to the finals last year, got the bridesmaid second place finish. They're looking to come out and set the tone early here in this tournament.
Luke Parker has the ball up top, passes it off to the left wing. Jamie Dunbar runs into traffic. Chris Foran checking him. There's a rip from outside, but Paddy Quinn can't find the mark. This should be quite a battle. Saw a good game this morning when the Privateers played.
Pat Mallow, the Saskatoon product there between the pipes for Glasgow, making a couple saves early on.
Is it Mallow? Okay,
yes,
yes. There you go, thank you. And he was fantastic last year. Terrific player. Sturdy defense by the Privateers, keeping the Clydesiders to the outside. Battling in, and an attempted pass just gets away from Brian Dewar. Privateers going for the fast break of the Clydesiders. Get 3 purple jerseys out in immediate pressure. Great hustle there. And when Thomas Tilkanen saw a chance to get out and get a hit on, he laid it on. Drew McDonald, a terrific game this morning. Involved in all of the early goals by the Privateers. Scoring one, setting one up, setting a beautiful pick to open space for another. Mallow has no trouble with that one. And here comes Glasgow back the other way. The long outlet pass doesn't connect. Ball is snagged there by Chris Clifford. He's going for a sprint. Gets clear. Nice hustle to get clear of George. And he'll leave it there. John McDonald will take possession. He's going to pass it off. See what Ian McShane can do. McShane, former Victoria Shamrock. Had a terrific tournament for Scotland at the E-Box tourney over the weekend, where you were playing for Ireland.
I sure was.
Great trail check there. Stefan Koch gets the ball knocked loose.
It really is a treat to see these European teams developing and how far this game's progressed, you know, from the roots of Canada onwards. So
it really is. I mean, you see the teams getting more and more native-born players. Scotland was running in the E-Box, had a bunch of Canadians here, but they were running a 5-man Scottish power play, which is pretty cool to see as well. That shot well wide, bounces off the boards, not a very good angle taken by Stephen Toporowski, so he's not able to get that ball. Another Saskatchewan fellow.
Yeah, there's actually 6 Saskatchewan guys here in this tournament. The most
Drew
ever.
Zadik,
yes,
and Toporowski and yourself, and
Chris
Mallow,
Sokolowski, yeah,
Sokolowski,
and Taylor Roach.
Taylor Roach, another goaltender.
Yes, 3 goaltenders here.
There you go.
The trifecta.
Well, 2.5. That's just a little.
Pat's a little bit shorter than the rest
That's
of us.
right. That's just a little colleague chirping, folks.
Yeah.
Nice pass over to McShane. He gets underneath. Oh, great save by Malo on the far side. Just kicks it out and gives McShane a little tap in the butt as he goes. And they're just going to halt play for a moment to get everything sorted out, make sure Malo's all right. He's fine. We're 4 minutes in, scoreless. Old Scotland and New Scotland meeting up. It's a battle for the ages. The Clydesiders passing across the top. Backpedaling pass, gets it down low. Per Alters, the German product, who will be off to the University of Vermont next year, the first German player to head off on a scholarship to a D1 college in the United States. It's a big moment for German field lacrosse.
That's a prestigious honor.
It is. He's a great young player, very talented. Needs to, as a young man, needs to work on some things in his game and the parts surrounding his game. Great pickoff by Matt Dunbar. Nice wheels to run away. Can he protect the stick? He does, but misses on the shot. He's going to be tracked down, though, by Chris Clifford. Sorry, that was Gavin Quigley. Couldn't come up with it. Then Matt Dunbar going after it again. Ball still bouncing around, and it's Dunbar that eventually comes up with it for a fresh third, but then he's stripped immediately. Something's just fallen on the floor. That part of a glove? I think it's part of Matt Dunbar's
oh yeah, I see it
purple
there,
and
right
yellow
on the
glove.
restraining
Yeah.
line.
I think it's the wrist wrap. Oh,
Toporowski's there. He's looking at his wrist.
Luke Parker actually tossed it to him, and Toporowski's like, what am I going to do with that right now? Just lets it fall to the turf and goes up to pick up Parker. McShane wants the ball up at the top. It'll come to him now. A little later than he was hoping to get it. Just sidesteps that piece of gear on the floor. Fakes the behind the back pass. There's a quick stick release by Dunbar. He slides in the corner. Didn't get what he wanted on that, I don't think.
Kind of deflected a little bit there. Took an odd bounce into the corner.
And Bob Hollingsworth will pick up that bit of glove. Have a look. He doesn't know whose
Try it on, maybe?
He's just going to stick it in his pocket. Toporowski with only 1.5 gloves. Sounds like a sitcom. Toporowski up top. He's going to get the ball on his offside. 12 left on the shot clock for Glasgow. Nice strip. Then the big hit laid on by Grant Blackman. Glasgow gets it back, but that shot well high from the stick of Zach Foster. And it's going to be either over and back at 30 seconds. Either way, possession will switch over to Nova Scotia.
And Glasgow really doing a nice job of off-ball movements and picks and rolls and creating those opening lanes towards the net, although nothing came of it that possession.
Yeah, I mean, Nova Scotia closing those down, though. I mean, whenever they open up. Oh, what a rip from the outside, just a sub shot, and fired up there is Jasper Goodwin.
From downtown Raritan there.
Yeah, that's, I mean, we're nestled right in the streets of Raritan, so that shot pretty much from the rec center around the corner.
And I've seen a couple balls hit a few of these houses that are nearby.
Yeah, I always wonder how the residents feel. I mean, they must love having folks come in, but if the balls are hitting, I mean, you get a free lacrosse ball.
Yeah,
unless somebody comes and gets it
ball,
first. Yeah,
which is pretty special.
I'd bring it over, get the guys to sign it.
But when it wrecks family dinner, you're a little upset.
Yeah, comes in, lands in the squash.
Yeah.
Extended scramble for the face-off, an over and back call. A little early. You are allowed to pick up the ball and go back one zone, go back over center on the face-off as long as you haven't established. As long as you haven't established that you're heading towards the other net
Scotia
first.
Privateers,
Then you can't go
by
back.
Player number 88,
Nova Scotia
Jasper
gets
Godwin,
possession.
assisted by player number 7,
Paddy Quinn.
and player number 86,
Backpedaling.
Brad
Tries to feed it through to
Casson.
McShane. That didn't work. Some pressure from McDonald. A little bit of a run. Boy, it is getting windy here. It has been windy most of the day.
It is. I don't want that to spoil the paratroopers that are supposed to come down.
That's
for
what I've been
some
hearing. Is
opening
that
ceremonies.
serious?
Yeah.
That's spectacular.
It's the
Opening
25th
ceremonies.
anniversary, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. 25th anniversary of the Aleš Hřebeský, and that means you can get away with a little holding sometimes on defense, as we saw there. bit of a hug. They get the shot off, stopped by Hannigan. Boy, what a shift by Thomas Crane. Got the little hole, wasn't called, and then flattened his man with a perfectly clean hit on Per Alters. Alters trotting slowly to the bench.
A little slow getting up off the turf there.
Yeah. He's looking a little uncomfortable as he gets back to the bench. Boy, wait till you get a load of the stick skills that kid has got, though. There's a shot on the offside. Can't quite find his mark, Luke Parker, but they get a fresh 30 as Gavin Quigley goes and picks it up. He's banged along the boards, but holds on to it and gets it over to Jasper Goodwin. There's Parker. Little two-man game. Nice pick to open the shot, but that's from well out by the straining line. Malo has no trouble with that and pounces on the rebound. We're over 9 minutes in, just the one goal so far in this game.
Pat Malo really extending outside the crease and jumping on it, trapping it, pulling it back in. Nice job of gaining control and possession of that ball.
Toporowski gets one that trickles through Hannigan, but
he's gonna
just
dunk it,
wide,
and
and he dunks it. It's a goal! What a play by Toporowski to go and follow his own shot. The key thing is staying outside the crease after you take the shot.
Now he's tapping his wrist guard there.
He wants it back. He doesn't
More-
know where it went.
More flexible for that dunk move.
Yeah.
He's really a lanky guy. He's tall. He's smart, good, lacrosse sense, ball vision. And when he wants to dunk it, he can.
Especially here, I mean, it is a short space behind the nets in the crease. I love that shot from behind the nets. Shows so well how Toporowski was able to get up there and just bang it home. Tie things up 1-1 as we were 10 minutes into the first of two 15-minute running time halves.
Glasgow Clydesiders, goal scored by player number 7, Steven
You'll have to
Toporowski.
forgive us if we start
Za
sneezing
tým
at some point.
Glasgow
There's a lot of
Clydesiders
pollen
dal
coming
gól
off the
hráč
trees.
It
číslo
is.
Steven
We're not
Toporowski.
complaining about the weather. We want to make that clear again. McShane passes it through. That actually hits the backside of Toporowski. McShane tries to get it back, can't. There's the pass through. It doesn't connect in the middle with Brad Fossen, but that one connects. What a finish.
Top cheddar, top corner there as Pat Malo drops down on the initial shot. Again, a loose ball there, a little confusion on defense. Pat drops down to his knees, and it just tickles the twine above his shoulder.
Why do you goalies do that? Go down to your knees like that?
Sometimes you got to protect that 5-hole area too.
It just there's so many times you see guys go down and the players just go right over the top. I mean, even you see somebody like a Brody McDonald in the NLL where he's he's a 6'6", 6'7" goalie and he's dropping to his knees and guys can go over
Za
top
tým
of him.
Nova Scotia
So for
Privateers
for like
dal gól
yourself
hráč
and
číslo
Pat or
11,
smaller
John
guys,
McDonald.
you think you want to stay up, but I mean sometimes you
Nova
do have to
Scotia
go down
Privateers,
obviously a
goal
bit.
scored by player number 11,
Didn't
It's
work
all
out
like
from there.
scenario specific too,
Yeah.
right? So it comes back to bite you if you do it at the wrong
Yeah,
time.
and when the scenario changes,
Yeah.
as you're down already and the ball comes to a shooter, and he just does go high to high. McDonald fights off a check, gets the shot off, but Malo is there to stop that one. He is back up on his feet.
He does a nice job of smothering that rebound, though, I've noticed, Pat. He's all over it, whether it's in the crease, out of the crease, really controlling it now, driving the net and off the crossbar there.
He absorbs well and doesn't let it get too far away, and then he's ready and very aware of where it goes. Here's a nice hustle play by Thomas Crane, just unable to control it. Now with the forecheck, strips the ball, but it is grabbed once again by Ryan Dewar. Dewar's going to run into the offensive zone. Love the little Scottish flags on the back of these Clydesiders jerseys. Battling through, one-hand shovel pass by Per Olters. That's a little bit of the creativity, and the stick goes with it all the way down into the crease.
If that would have connected, that would have been picture perfect. Pretty. But just off the mark there.
Going for a run along the boards, but getting stripped is Dick Simpson. Quite a traveler, is actually chatting with his parents in the one of the tents over in the eating area. And they're talking about how he's been in South America, and before that he was over in Europe a couple of times. He's been doing a lot of traveling, enjoying his young life, and I'm sure a big part of that enjoyment is getting out here to the Aleš Hřebeský Memorial, one of the great lacrosse tournaments in the world, and that is a low to high rocket from Brad Fossen. That is gorgeous, dropping the head of the stick to change the angle and just letting it rip.
In behind the goal in that X position, then that underhand release. And again, it's a rising shot.
It's between two defenders. That is
Wow.
so hard, right, for a goalie to see when the ball's coming out from between a couple of your defenders.
A little bit of traffic in front of you there, and then you got to track the ball down. And just enough room to squeak that one over top of Pat Malo. It's going to be a little bit of a break here as the guys refuel on some water.
Yeah, Mitch Hannigan heading to the bench to get a bit of water. It is pretty warm. It's perfect outdoor lacrosse temperature for the outdoor box.
The sun's a bit hidden right now behind the clouds, but the heat is still here.
Yeah. But it's not, I mean, it's warmth, right, as opposed to heat.
Yeah.
I'm Stephen Stamp. This is Tanner Fetch. We are bringing you Aleš Hřebeský Memorial action from lovely downtown Radotín. It's not quite downtown, but
Close enough, we'll call
Yes.
it. We'll call it.
Right
Everything
in the
is
community.
built up on the hillside, which is pretty neat.
It's beautiful.
You know, you've got a good view of the stadium here. If you're up in your house, you can sit on the roof and
yeah, you can watch them. Maybe binoculars if you're up top there. There are some players up on the patio of the clubhouse. So a dozen guys or so. There comes the sun.
there it is, peeking out.
Here comes the sun.
It's interesting sometimes how the elements play a role in this
It is.
outdoor box lacrosse game, right?
It is, because you've got, at times, depending on the angle of the sun, you got to be careful of
Yep.
where you're passing the ball. That was a return to my singing career on lacrosse coverage. You recall last year we were doing the Founders Cup together,
Yes.
Canadian Junior B Championships, and the first game they played the national anthem. The second game, it was Joe that had the anthem, right?
Yep.
He was nowhere to be found. So I said, I told them, run the
do
anthem.
remember
I
that.
said, we're gonna have the anthem on the PA, and they're like, we don't have it. So I tried to get you to sing. You wouldn't do it.
No.
So I led the anthem.
You had to get up and sing the national
I
anthem.
stepped up.
I applaud that, yeah.
Thank you.
Takes a courageous man to
Especially when you're as bad a singer as I am.
you got the
Do it
voice
for
of
the
an angel,
world.
Stanford.
Exactly. Tyler Pridham trying to pull that ball out from his lockup. He does so.
Nova Scotia Privateers.
But the first guy to
goal
get
scored
there
by
is
player
Gavin
number
Quigley.
86,
Ball
Brad
still loose,
Thompson,
though.
Assisted by player number 13.
Another chance
Jamie
at it.
Dunbar.
For Pridham, but he can't come up with it. They do eventually get possession, though, and the Clydesiders coming forward, and that is Pridham with the ball. He'll pass it ahead and see what Adam Basso can do with it. He showed up partway through a game at the E-Box, had a delay. He was expecting it picked up at the airport. Nobody was there. He came in and started sniping.
He's actually a good guy. He works hard out there. He does his job. He knows his role.
There's a pass to Toporowski in traffic. The shot stopped by Hannigan. He had to look for the rebound. They found it eventually. Stu McElhone just clamped down on it. Sorry, that was Jasper Goodwin. I'm impressed with Jasper Goodwin. I like the way he's playing. All kinds of Nova Scotia talent on this team. And they really want to build with their own guys. Build from within. There's the captain, Jamie Dunbar, letting it rip.
That one from the restraining line there, too.
Yep.
They found some success in that area, so that high slot.
Had a lot on that one. Just not quite on target. Clydesiders with
Just a little bit off the mark.
45 seconds left in the first half.
Legs together. The goaltender just lifts his stick, puts the legs together.
Oh, nice save. Being ready as that ball came out quickly. Here comes a chance the other way. Dying seconds off the crossbar. Actually, still got 30 seconds. That one almost went off into the streets of Rodoteen. And I'm not sure how much you can see on the screen. Another save by Malo. But we are literally nestled among houses and a few apartment buildings.
A nice little tic-tac-toe motion there.
Yeah, didn't quite connect on the last one. Here comes Nova Scotia with 5 seconds. Goodwin passes it through. Oh, great effort. But Nick Simpson just not able to finish it, and that will do it for the first quarter. First half of play. 15-minute running time halves, and the Privateers up 3-1. We thought this was going to be a good game. Maybe we thought there'd be a few more goals in the first half.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a slow start. The goaltenders are being tested and are making some saves, but some of the passes just off the mark here. The guys are trying to create those opportunities and sometimes forcing it and not finding that comfortable zone where, you know, you just connect on the passes there and put it home.
Mitch Hannigan had a terrific game this morning. He was mentioning between games that his wife had Instagrammed my call when the net was way back off its angle. One post was way back. He was down to make a save. He jumped up, kind of ran back into his position, and as he did it, he fixed the net. So I made a comment about goaltending multitasking at its finest. Yeah. And I believe it is now on Instagram. So you can find that. I'm sure they're using the hashtag AHM 2018. So if you do want to Instagram, tweet, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever is your social media genre of choice, use Hashtag AHM 2018. Be part of the conversation. I'm Stephen Stamp with Tanner Fetch. This is Arado Teen and the AHM 2018. And what a tournament. And we've talked earlier in the day about the format changing. So the top 12 teams from last year earned spots into the gold group this year. The gold, the gold tier, which is split into 4 groups of 3. So we have seen very competitive games right off the hop, whereas before it was spread out more. You'd have one top team, one middle team, and one lower team in each group. And now the silver teams, silver groups are the bottom 12 teams, and they're getting more competitive games as well. You don't have as many of the blowouts, and I would say everyone is enjoying it so far.
Makes it more interesting for the fans and everybody to be a part of, right?
Yeah.
Nail biters, barn burners. That's what makes lacrosse exciting. You don't want the blowout games.
No.
It's not as much fun.
If you finish third in your gold group, you are out of the hunt for the championship. You have to win a game in the gold group. If you finish first or second, there will be play-in games. So if you're a second, if you're third in your silver group, you're down in the consolation rounds. If you finish first or second in your silver group, you get a chance to play into the upper groups and earn your way, first of all, a shot at the championship, and second of all, a chance to start in the top group next year. And if you're wondering, really, next year? Yes, these teams come back. It's hard to get a spot in this tournament because everybody wants to be here, and teams are competing for chances to get into it. There's Dunbar with the ball. Little swim move. Kind of an unusual swim move with the stick extended from one hand, but he got through. Nice scoop there by Zach Foster, by Eric Whitmer, that is. He moves it ahead. 3-on-1. Basso shoots. Stopped by Hannigan. He's sharp again.
Again, Basso looking good there.
All alone on top of the crease. Oh, the dunk shot, a penalty coming.
Too many men.
Yeah, they really actually still had 6 guys out on the floor.
Lets them get the shot first, then counts them afterwards.
Yeah, so it's a 1-minute penalty, as all minor penalties are here at the AHM.
Yep.
Majors are 3 minutes.
And this could be the opportunity that Glasgow is looking for right now. Power plays are very important in the game of lacrosse and usually lead to goals 9 times out of 10.
Well, about 5 or 6 times out of 10, I would say. But
I knew you were going to rebuttal that one.
And there's one. 9 times out of 10, it works every time.
There it is.
60% of the time, it works every time. That's how it goes. I believe.
A nice short side rip.
Ryan Dewar let that one go.
with the feed. Ryan Dewar there. Bounces it here, short side, stick side. And just sneaks it in as the goaltender took a step out to challenge. It was a step off the post. Just
beautiful shot.
Yeah.
3-2. Glasgow pulls back within 1.
Nova Scotia's going to have to stay disciplined here if they want to stay into this game.
Oh, and they get one back immediately, just dancing along the crease. Beautiful finish. Is that McShane with the finish? Nope, that's, Gavin Quigley. Lovely pass and great body control.
Quick stick feed here. You'll see it from the left-hand side to the right-hand side, and a quick stick. Pat Mallow has no chance. He's sprawled out.
John McDonald with the pass, and he was legit. He stayed out. That's the nice thing with the replays. We can see he legitimately stayed out of the crease, just outside.
Toes out.
Nova Scotia won this morning 6-3 over Yizhny Mesto, which means they could win this group. Of course, they will win this group if they are able to finish off this game. They lead 4-2. Lots of time left with 12.5 minutes to go, but that would give them the group win.
And that was a good opportunity there.
It was, just couldn't quite get the connection on the back door, and then the bouncer from Jimmy Malloy.
White ball here as it's out of play off that bounce shot. Just bounced it a bit too early.
Yeah, Malloy got the first one. He missed the backdoor chance. Then the ball came back to him, and he looked like he kind of rushed his shot because he saw that the defender was right on him. Nice cut to the middle. A big stop, though, is Patty Quinn right in on Mallow.
Mallow pops out and pops the elbows out and then goes out to set a pick. An aggressive goaltender.
You gotta like that. There's a chance a bouncer. Hannigan picks it up. Mitch Hannigan, who played a little bit in the Arena Lacrosse League this year, as did Quinn Halligan, so I tend to jumble the two of them. Nice save by Mallow at the other end, turning aside Chris Clifford. I don't know why I do, because Mitch Hannigan's a goalie and Quinn Halligan's a D tranny.
Just those last names.
It is. They're very similar. It's just the double letter. So there's a shot and another save. Malo just knocks that one off into the corner. Where they're scooped up by Tyler Pridham. He's going for a run. Goes for that. The hands right together on the shaft. Seen a couple of those today, guys. Going for slightly unorthodox hands together, bunched up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit different sometimes.
Sometimes you need it when you're in close quarters to choke up,
leverage.
Be strong on your stick to get the ball out of tight quarters, get the loosey. Toporowski takes the pass, a little shovel feed from Adam Basso, and Toporowski just goes far side. Beautiful execution.
Adam Basso, the Montreal product here, as he peels down low into the corner, shovel pass to Steven Toporowski, and he puts that one far side. Past the goaltender. What a great goal. He was driving, no one around him really, just a clear open lane.
Shades of Jeff Shatler with that shovel pass into space, letting him run onto it. And Toporowski, we've seen what he can do over the E-Box weekend, and he finishes that one off beautifully to pull him back within one. We said there was plenty of time. There's still 10.5 minutes to go on. Steven Stamp with Tanner Fetch. This is AHM 2018. Glad you're with us around the world. Hello to Brooke in Australia. If you're still watching, which I'm sure the chances are pretty good that you are. There's a rip from the outside, doesn't get through. It is blocked and then recovered. Nice effort there by Brian Whitmer.
Nice feed, but just can't quite get a handle on it there.
Just a little too much. If you're wondering if that's the same Brian Whitmer that was up in the booth with me this morning, yes, indeed it is.
He does it all.
He does do it all.
Jack
He's
of all
living
trades.
in Israel. As he said, jack of all trades, master of none, but I would disagree. I think he's pretty good at a lot of things. There's a shot off the crossbar, off the back of Malo, comes out in front of him. I thought that was going to ricochet off him and back in, but he got a bit of a break.
Too. But it bounced back in front of him there.
And he's going for the old goalie hidden ball trick back in his own end.
And it works!
I was wondering, why are they not? Oh my goodness.
Even I'm a little bit confused here.
Holy cow. Let's watch that replay. Hannigan standing there. I don't even know where the ball is right now.
I don't know it either. That's
someone on the left of the screen there. That's brilliant.
It confused the cameras. It confused us.
The Wolves check goalie earlier today was doing the goalie hidden ball trick, and he would do it well after everyone had left.
Clydesiders goal scored by player number 55.
Boy, Malo runs it to perfection. We've got a tie game. That's unbelievable. It's not going to work again. Or will it? He's trying it. He fakes the pass to Whitmer. Nobody now they're watching. My goodness. I wish we could tell you a little bit more of what happened on that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a great play.
Well, I was looking down at Pat Malo.
I know, I was just watching him like, why are you still pretending to cradle? Mention the hidden ball trick.
And then all of a sudden
you see it go in. And everyone on their bench just starts screaming. Yeah. I think that was mostly the Glasgow Clydesiders. I don't think anybody else knew where the ball was. Dunk attempt by Toporowski. Doesn't get that one. Pridham gets it back. Shot clock expires as he did not get it on net. Nova Scotia's Dunbar passes it off. Toporowski shoves him away from their bench. Which, frankly, had every right to be there.
Yeah, he did.
You don't like just somebody hanging up on your bench. Yep. Steal. Here comes a chance. Matt Tanner spins, gets a shot off it way up high. Good, solid defensive return play by Luke Parker. Now
good
Parker
attempt
will run
there.
ahead.
Again, that bouncer just a little bit too early. With the spinorama on that one, though.
Here's a chance. Ball pops loose, though. Drew McDonald gets a shot. That one goes wide, scooped up on the rebound by John McDonald. But he can't quite come up with control. And in comes Gavin Quigley to pin the man Josh Kennedy along the board. Oh, the stick up into the face.
Getting physical there.
Wow.
That'll wake you up.
Yeah, or put you to sleep.
One of the two.
He is not looking very comfortable as he goes to the bench.
No, he took a beating down there in the corner, but he earned that loose ball.
Yes.
And his team will thank him for it.
I'm sure he would have liked it if they thanked him by scoring on the play, but can't always control that.
That's always a nicer reward.
Yeah. 7 minutes to play. I'm Steven Stamp with Tanner Fetch. Nova Scotia has the ball at the AHM 2018. They move it across to Jamie Dunbar. He's trying to drive through. He runs into the crease, and Malo comes out and gives him a bump, even though Dunbar was running nowhere near him. You guys are protective of your creases.
It's our little area. That's my home. Yeah, we don't like it when you guys come in there.
I like going in there. It's fun. Get you little guys annoyed.
You're like a lanky Steven Toporowski there. I bet you try and dunk it.
I do. I don't succeed, though. But I try and try again.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have a little loose ball push, or no? No?
Nope.
Apparently it's fair game.
Fair play.
Here comes John Swam. Leaves the ball there, and you can hear about 5 Scotia players now yelling who's got the ball and where it is.
Being
Zach
a little
Foster.
more aware and vocal about where the ball is.
Oh, almost a great chance there for Tanner, but he couldn't quite get control of the ball. His eyes were big as saucers seeing that open net, and he just didn't corral it before he tried to shoot it in. Here's Nick Simpson. Gives the ball to Gavin Quigley. Quigley cutting through the middle. Looked to make a pass. It kind of came back to him, so he just held on to it. Now there's a chance cutting through. The shot by McShane.
Nice
Goes
save.
back out to Quigley. Shoots it wide. And it bounces out to Malo off the boards.
Nice spin move to get to the inside there. Drive the goal. Took a couple of whacks doing it and had a good opportunity, though, as a
That's
result.
the price you pay. Whitmer
Yes,
ran
sir.
it ahead, moves it. Now a cut underneath, all alone. What a finish. Beautiful play by Dion Daou.
Wow.
That is some dangling.
Cuts in, tiptoeing along the paint here. The nice feed, tiptoe, fake, and then puts it home there. Had the goaltender again dropping down to one knee. Swings the stick up in desperation, but it's not enough.
Well, and he caught Chris Clifford just stepping up as he was catching the ball and just ducks right down underneath Daou with a beautiful move. And the Clydesiders have come back and taken the lead after trailing 4-2, three straight. And we are 4.5 minutes from full time. It's Glasgow 5, the Privateers 4. I know the Privateers were a competitive club last year. I believe, did they finish 4th?
They may have, yeah.
So you know they want to
Glasgow
come and
Clydesiders
establish
scored by
themselves, and
player
they
number
believe
12,
they can compete
Darian
for this
Doust,
championship.
Assisted by player number 44, Mitch
It's a lot of
Milner,
fun. Everyone's
and
having
player number
camaraderie and
14,
good times and a few beers here and there.
Brian
But
Whitmer.
you know these
That
guys
means
want to
Glasgow
compete,
Clydesiders
as you can
double
tell
hat
from that
just
huge
Lemana,
hit
Dion Doust,
from Ian Mertens from Tyler Pridham.
Steamrolled him there.
Yeah. Brian Whitmer.
And it wound up leading to a shot as the pass went awry, but the stop was made. They do get a fresh 30 as they track down possession 11 minutes into the second half. 4 to play. The last minute will be stop time. Nice little fake, creating some space for himself with Zach Foster, but Hannigan is up to the task.
And like you said, this is a tournament about friendship. What did you say?
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie. There's the word that I need. It brings everybody together, and we have Brooke in Australia on board. People from all over the world are gathering for the AHM, so it is something special.
I Brooke tweeted, she's so nice. I love Brooke. I've never met her, just we've talked on, we had her on Box the Beat, we tweet and things, and I've told her she needs to come to Canada, so she tweeted that I was doing a great job, which I appreciate, and I tweeted back, have you got your trip booked to Canada yet? And she's like, not yet, but I'm looking into it.
There you
go. We're very excited to have Brooke come and see us in Canada, or come in Prague.
There you go.
Next year in Prague would be a perfect
live
place.
in person.
What a finish! Did he stay under the crease? No!
And now there's a scrum.
Everybody's in there.
No goal, crease.
Brad Fossen thought he had buried a goal to tie it up. The referee right on top of it. There was a lot of action. I don't know how he even saw that. I don't know if we can get another look. If there's not really much of a break in the action, so not much chance to take a look. Almost a goal, insurance goal there. Just shooting a little bit wide.
There's a nice
Jimmy
shot,
Malloy.
nice save.
Yep, Hannigan makes the stop. And the Privateers come up with it again. Chris Clifford running the floor.
This is time to dig deep if you're Nova Scotia.
Oh, but Clifford gets flattened.
Again, some physicality here in this game today.
Tyler Pridham, the man. Toporowski, insurance marker. That could be a dagger.
And the Selly.
Shaking the Scottish flag.
He sure is. Again, all alone, using his size and his speed, and just puts that one home nice and easy. Makes it look easy.
Great effort by Jasper Goodwin coming after him, but just could not get there in time. And if he'd been able to get there in time, they probably would have been too early and would have got a penalty anyway.
Catches Nova Scotia on the change.
Yep. Now, there's exactly 2 minutes left. So that would have, I guess, that occurred before 2 minutes remaining in the game. Have to check whether it's 1 or 2 minutes that leads to an automatic penalty shot if you get a too many men or illegal substitution penalty. McShane goes through the net. They'll blow play down because he knocked the net off its position.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that too, because I know in standard lacrosse it is the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, so here is it 2 minutes or is it 1 minute?
Must be 1 minute.
I would think 1 minute.
Because you have to be able to serve the penalty is kind of the idea behind it.
Exactly. Correct. And with 1 minute penalties, that would make sense.
Yes,
actually, you know what? That happened in the last night, now that I recall, and it is the final minute because of it's the inability to serve the full penalty.
That was in my game, actually.
There you go.
I had to face that penalty shot.
That's why, how'd you do?
Yeah, I did good.
Nice.
Made the save.
Nova Scotia has the shot. They're going to get it back. It was a save, so it's no over and back. That's why.
They pay me the big bucks.
That's right. 1 minute to go, 1:14 actually. As Nova Scotia sets up back in the offensive zone. Drew McDonald with the ball. Had a man on the crease, didn't see him. That was Gavin Quigley. Did it touch anyone, or is it no? It's going to be an over and back. Not much sprint by Matt Tanner as he realizes they'll get possession. There's no need and no benefit in him picking it up. And now what's the call? Delay of game?
Delay of game penalty for sure.
What'd they do? I was looking down.
They rolled it down. The argument is that they're rolling it to where the ball was at the time of the whistle, but
you're just not allowed to pick it up.
Yeah, all the way down. Just leave it.
Yeah. Even stopping it is not always something you're going to get away with, but that should just about do it with 1 minute to play. And Glasgow up 6-4.
What a game. Started a little bit slower there in the first half, like you mentioned, but this really bounced back into a spectacular performance by both clubs.
Well, Nova Scotia was up 3-1 and 4-2. I mean, they did hold leads.
Yes, they did.
But Glasgow coming back. Koporowski passes down low, bouncer, stopped by Hannigan, just gets a foot on it. We're down to the final 30 seconds of play right now. Timeout to Glasgow. There was some pressure on them along the center line. They didn't want to face an over and back and a quick restart to get the goal. That'd be the one thing that would help Nova Scotia get back into it, is to get a quick goal on this penalty kill.
A short-handed
and then you take the face-off. You can pull the goalie for the face-off if you like. Probably a good idea.
Call timeout, draw something up.
Didn't they use their timeout this half? Or was that in the first half?
I think that was in the first half.
Okay, so they're good. They got one more.
Score the tying goal. What happens if it's tied? Does it just stay as a tie?
It's a tie.
Okay, and then it goes to some different tiebreaker rules.
Yep, I had to check on that earlier in the day just to make sure.
Goals for, goals against type of thing. And
I would think so.
Yep.
I mean, it obviously depends how other things wind up, but those two, I mean, they're each going to play the other team, so if they both beat or lose to the other team, then it becomes tricky. They're just going to kill these final few seconds. Foster back to Toporowski. A little pressure from Nova Scotia. There's only so much you can do when you've only got 4 guys. And if you pull your goalie, they can just drop it in the empty net. So 10 seconds left. Good battle by Blackman to try and get it back.
Nice physical battle along the boards there.
They come up with it and do get a timeout, but now time is done. And that ball is launched the length of the rink. The final score will be 6-4 in favor of the Glasgow Clydesiders, scoring the final 4 goals of the game, 2 of them from Stephen Toporowski, who had a hat trick and an assist to lead this club to the victory. And that's an exciting game of lacrosse right there.
That really was. I know you were jumping around, the fans were jumping around. Obviously the Glasgow bench was on their feet. It was an exciting finish here.
Turning point, obviously, it's that hidden ball goal.
That was the turning point.
Unbelievable.
And again, still, we might have to go back. I don't even know if we have a good angle of where that ball came from.
I think it fooled the camera guys. Yes, I'm not going to give them a hard time about it. They do a great job, and we didn't know what was going on. So I am Steven Stamp. This is Tanner Fetch. We appreciate you being with us. Thanks so much for coming up, Tanner, and being part of this game. And I'll let you get back to your other activities for the day, but got to come back and join me again tomorrow when you're not playing.
100%.
Right. Thanks so much, everyone. We will talk to you for the next game coming up in 15 minutes.
So don't go anywhere.
Ball in. Yeah, once you shoot, you go to the end line.